Nice. You are cold. I think being cold just means that my shit goes down faster, doesn't it?
Think so?
You will burn more calories if you're cold. I mean, if that's all, then I don't really care. Oh no, I'll need more food. Woe is me.
Kyle, you fucking idiot, look at what you done! Oh, inside of the house is ruined.
God, can you imagine if they added, like those types of physics to this game?
Yeah. Yeah. That would be something.
I think that tree did break, like, I think that tree did break, like, some, come on, Brain, you can do it. You can do it, Brain. You can do it. I think that tree did break, like, a ledge on the house. That's fine. It's like it broke, like, a concrete lip. Oh, I hear a Zombo.
Yep.
This specific part of the roof, you are not cold. Fuck me. Yeah, I think if they want to really make Hearts of Iron 4 like way more popular, like in the same level of popularity as like EU4 or whatever, they absolutely must make it so that you can automate a lot more things effectively, and also remove a whole bunch of the layers of like obscure complexity with the whole command structure thing. Like I think that is single-handedly one of the most fucking stupid decisions they've made.
Kyle, that's like off the game right there. Do you wanna like take Johnny Designer's pride and accomplishment away
Yes.
from him?
Yeah, I do. Fuck Johnny Designer. Like, he makes me want to kill myself every time I have to, like, you know, fucking assign a new front line.
Yeah, to be fair, like I'm playing only the naval game in my current game right now, so I'm not really too fussed about the frontline thing. Actually, that's not true because the naval invaded me, so actually never mind. Them Amerikaners, you know.
Fucking Americanskis. But, yeah, we should definitely, like, play another game of that, and as, like, way more difficult, because I think if we play any what could even be described as great or secondary powers, I think it's pretty certain that we're gonna win, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So you'd have to play as, like, fucking, I don't know, you have to play as such stars of World War II like Romania, or, you know, Turkey, or fucking, I don't know, Bulgaria.
I don't really like to
Greece.
play as Romania is probably like one of my favorite countries to play in that game, just because of the quote unquote challenge you face and
But
the
the
like.
Monarch.
Well, I don't. I play without the DLC to put it like that.
No, okay.
Which is kind of fucking ironic, you know. It's like the one time you deactivate the DLC to play something.
Yeah.
Apart from like I guess Aztec Invasion, but you know.
Well, you know. Thing is, Aztec Invasion was made to be stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like Aztec Invasion because it's a fun thing, but like.
Yeah.
So did you see the there's a new thing for Stellaris? where they figured out what's causing all the late game lag.
Yeah. And what is it?
Did you say yes and
No,
you
I
don't?
haven't seen it. I don't know.
Okay, it's apparently what's it called, like empty jobs.
Right.
Yeah, so like if you have like built a district and the jobs are empty, I don't remember exactly how bad it was, but I think it was something like it checks every pop on the planet if that pop can fill the job every
Oof.
day or something like that. Yeah. So it doesn't matter if they're they're employed or not; it will just keep checking. So
Big oof.
yeah. So apparently people have like run like 25k games, like games with 25k pops, because people thought it was pops that was causing lag.
Yeah.
25k pops on like a lot of systems, but they have no empty jobs. It's
Yeah.
like if like robots and like things are shut off, and it runs just like if there was like very little things happening.
Okay, well that's good that they know that now.
Yeah. And it's just well, if it's just a silver bullet like that, obviously that's great, but it might not be that simple to fix because of the way the game code is designed, from what I can understand. Because it's like basically, I think the way to describe it was that the designer of the code, whatever, that doesn't really make any sense, but like two programmers did not talk together when they made the upgrades to the new system. And so like how do I check for the if there's this empty job can be filled? Well, I guess I'll just make a general call, instead of like making some sort of
Well, it doesn't seem
it's
like
like a
something
queue
that's.
system or something. I don't know.
It doesn't seem like something that's too ridiculous to fix. I mean, because it's still all, CloudSwitch engine, and it's just game rules that they've added to it. It's not something that's engine specific. So they just need to make it so that either they need to either just change the way the job system works internally in like the logic, because that would also make it easier for the AI to kind of manage that sort of stuff. Because I never like that kind of management, right? To have a computer do that sort of like management task where it's like, okay, well we're kind of asymmetrically building jobs and population grows asymmetrically, but we need to make sure that the jobs are filled. Like that invites a whole bunch of like work for the computer to do for no noticeable level of complexity for the player, in terms of like the player doesn't feel like the AI is doing anything. You as the player just have to make sure that the jobs on your planet are optimized. So
Yeah.
I hate that sort of system, because you're effectively just, as a programmer, you are just writing more work for your AI, which is fucking stupid. It's like, I'm afraid the AI is slowing the game down because it's busy stacking all these cups because we made it stack these cups. And I'm like, fucking, can't you just spawn in stacked cups? It's like, yeah, but then the AI is not stacking the cups,
Yeah. Because AI is ridiculously passive in Stellaris.
Yeah, and you could pretty much, if you just make the AI like, the less shit you have the AI do, the more intelligent you can make him, because you can like effectively dedicate more processing power to having him do other things. So if a job is just, because I honestly quite frankly think that the fact that you fucking individually micro population in that game is stupid. Like, unless you're playing like Hive Minds, but even then it could be circumvented, because why would you ever have a fucking empty job? Right?
Mm-hmm.
If you have the
Yeah.
choice. So why is that even like, you should, like, I don't know, like I feel like you should just be able to like direct it slightly, but it should just run effectively itself. So it should just not be like a fucking system where you have to make sure that square peg fits in square hole. I don't know.
But it's so rewarding when square peg fits in square hole.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. If I was going to design a kind of like economy like that, I would not have it be that ridiculous where you have like a job and the job needs to be filled by a person, in that sense. Because the thing is, the difference between that and the way it happens in Victoria 2, I use Victoria 2 as like the perfect reference point, because it handles way more complexity seemingly and also literally than it, but it handles it by making it so that everything that you want to have the AI simulate and you want to be represented in your game is there without like, you know, the fucking, it's kind of like, you know, they're faking it rather than having the AI actually think about all that shit, you know?
Yeah.
And that gives a much better like, you need to make the AI as asymmetric as possible, because an AI will never be able to think as well as a person and solve as much problems as a person. So the best way you can make the AI cheat without making it actually cheat is like the best, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, design the game so it's easy for the game.
Yeah, so it's easy for the AI to like run the thing and not actually like have to fucking kill itself because it has to do like all these mundane things that for a person, right, are fucking easy as shit, but for like a computer trying to figure something out is like way harder.
Reminds of like working in sales, the best goods sell themselves. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you don't need to be like, oh, buy bread, people. It's good for you. You know, it's
Yeah.
taste is good. You know, because it's
It's-
fresh.
It's
You know,
better than
because-
starving.
Yeah, you don't need to say that, people.
Yeah.
Just put out bread.
Buy bread, it's food.
It's a staple.
Yeah. Gluten-free bread, wait a minute. Well, it might actually exist, but I don't think it does.
Gluten-free bread. Yeah.
Does it? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it.
I don't know. They just use a non-wheat / whatever it contains
They
gluten,
must do, right?
or if they remove the gluten-free grain or from the
Scientifically.
wheat. I don't know. Apparently, it tastes pretty horrible though. Like,
Yeah, I had my, like, it's also quite expensive, because I do remember actually that, now that I mentioned gluten-free bread, I do remember that my school friend that was allergic to gluten,
yeah,
had gluten-free bread, and, I don't know, it looked like trash, but,
yeah. It's in Norway you get a stipend if you have to eat if you have a gluten allergy.
oh, that's quite good.
You get like 1,000 kroners a month or something like that. So, which fucking pretty funny. Like, I brought it up that you get that in Norway, and someone called it a luxury. That made the where it was gluten allergic pretty pissed off.
A what? A luxury?
Yeah, like, you know, oh, you get 1,000 kroners to like
yeah, what
not
a
eat.
luxury. 1,000 kroner, so you have to fucking spend like triple the amount of money to
Yeah.
eat normal
And-
food.
And when you're like, you know, out of in like foreign lands, you cannot just eat whatever, because, you know, a lot of like stuff that's easy to eat is usually contains gluten.
Yep. Even candy bars and stuff contain gluten.
Yeah, like the traces.
Yep. Oh yeah, I actually took ADD medication for the first time ever a couple of days ago, like on
Ooh.
Monday. It works, but pretty much, I don't know if you know, but it has like so many fucking side effects, including just instant death. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, it has the amount of side effects it has is like, you know, if you put it up to, oh god, dog. Oh wow, I killed that one pretty easily. But long story short, it's like, I don't know, a whole Word document of like all these things that go wrong, like a wide range of your body systems that just fail when you have it.
Sudden death.
Pretty much, yeah. Like that is one of the symptoms, sudden
Yeah.
death. But-
Cover their asses.
But yeah, but for me, it's like no, literally, people have died of sudden death from it.
The people have died of sudden death. That's
Yeah, they've died of it.
I hate it.
They don't
when,
just put that on there for fun, and it's under like 1 in 10,000, so it's like a noted symptom.
Yeah.
Which, you know, I remarked that's a ridiculously high statistic, because that means that, you know, effectively, if I'm reinterpreting this properly, 1 in 10,000 people that get prescribed this are gonna fucking get killed by this. which you know, I'm sure it's more after extended use. But yeah, pretty much it's the side effects are severe. Just look them up if you want to have a laugh. But
Yeah.
it works a lot. It raises my heart rate a bit, but that's one of the normal side effects, quote unquote most normal. Doesn't seem to have any other adverse side effects for me. Like insanity is also a side effect, by the way, of it.
You already got that, don't worry.
Yeah, it's I'm already super insane. And yeah, it makes it so that you pretty much don't give a shit what you're doing. So you can just decide that I'm just going to do studying for like the whole day or whatever, or I'm just going to go do, I don't know, I'm just gonna go eviscerate this child for the whole day. And you just couldn't give less of a shit whilst it's happening. Because I'm pretty sure it's like speed, the drug speed, but like, I guess worse because it has fucking shit ton of side effects. But, yeah, so it's interesting.
Worse than speed, you know.
Worse
Great
than
labeling.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm probably not going to use it again. I have like a whole bunch of dosage of it, but
You pretty much just sold it off, I hope.
no,
Profit.
I'm not gonna sell it off. Unfortunately, it's not the meager profits in that are not worth whatever repercussions it might bring. Hey, right, well, these are all like the what? Because it's like it's not even like this is what you could happen if you have like a pre-existing disease. This is like what happens if you're perfectly healthy.
Yeah.
Common symptoms: 1 in 10. Heart arrhythmia. I'm reading it in Dutch and translating it for you. Change in heart rate. 1 in 100 thoughts of suicide. Allergic reactions like itching, blisters. I guess schilfering means like, you know, not, I guess sort of eroding of your skin, but it's kind of like, you know, just skin flaking. Redness. Fucking rashes, losing your skin, your lips and face swelling. And we are still at like pretty common symptoms, right? And then relatively rare symptoms, 1 in 1,000. Heavy pressure on the heart, pain in your chest, relatively uncommon symptoms. Again, sudden pain in the chest, sudden pain in your arms, blah 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 blah, pain in your extremities, sudden death, suicide, which is already mentioned before as well, convulsions, spasms,
Right.
effectively, oh god, what was it? Passing out. Oh yeah, sudden collapse, feelinglessness, weakness in the extremities, headaches, dizziness, confusion, visual impairment, difficulty swallowing, loss of loss of the ability to speak, like what I'm having right now. Migraines, blah blah blah. Blood clots, blah blah blah.
Mumbling.
Lowering the amount of white blood cells, whereby you can get infections more easily. Yellowness of the skin and eyes. Forgetfulness, and what else I kind of forgot. Bad judgment. Changing in sleep. Sudden change in body temperature. Just loads, just fucking loads, and the list goes on for like, that's halfway through the list pretty much, and that's me also kind of like skipping through a whole bunch that are just kind of like similar, like, you know, the fact, like, you know, stuff that effectively amounts to pain in extremities is effectively stated like 4 times or something. So yeah, those are the side effects, but it does work. It does make you like more. It does make you not give a shit. Effectively, is the best way I can describe it. But it didn't make me unhappy, which is one of the main side effects, like depression. But yeah, so
Would you recommend it to a friend?
sure. No, it's, yeah, absolutely. No, it's not a very good means to an end, if you know what I mean. It's not worth the ability to study, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like effectively what the equation is. Would you like an increased ability to do things that you don't like, because that's really what it helps you with, or would you like to live? Those are like the two things, or like just unknown consequences to health is really what it amounts to.
Right.
But yeah, so that was an interesting thing to try.
And it was free, right?
Yeah, of course. I live in the Netherlands. Well, pretty much what that means is that health insurance is it's private health insurance, but it's heavily subsidized private health insurance, and I have a very good health insurance coverage. I am fucking riding that health insurance for all it's worth, Pilar, don't you worry.
I want a sample. But sir, this is meth. Like, don't you think I want to use my what's it called, like, not my license, but like, oh my god, what is it called?
What?
Like your plan? Like, but like, what's the fancy word for that?
Subscription? My
Policy, yeah,
yeah.
policy.
Oh yeah, there's one hilarious one that you can do, like for only an extra 100 or like 200 euros a year, you will be able to get one free pair of glasses every 2 years, and it's like the stupidest fucking thing you could ever imagine, because like, you know, a pair of glasses, depending on where you get it, is like anywhere between 25 to 100 euros, right?
Hmm.
And then you can just get them on your own fucking terms, you don't have to pay 200 euros for it.
And
So
they're teaching, like, you know, side effect, may purchase stupid shit
yeah.
that you don't need.
But yeah, oh yeah, the thing is, it has like a 4 hour period in which it works, and then it takes 4 hours for you to get out of your system, right?
Right.
And pretty much the because effectively what ADHD is an elevated level of dopamine. Like I have way more dopamine than a normal person, simply because the enzyme that breaks down dopamine is like I either don't have enough of it or it just doesn't work or whatever the fuck. Pretty much it's I don't have enough of it. So
Yeah.
dopamine tends to linger in my system. Which the good thing is dopamine does a lot of good things, which is, you know, like it regulates your ability to move, it makes you more happy, it makes you more active, I suppose. And what that medicine does is it effectively lowers your level of serotonin, and it also lowers your dopamine level quite directly. And the effects of it are relatively instant. So what that means is that like you also feel like a little bit movement impaired, if you know what I mean. Like I feel like I'm moving more sluggish than usual. And the effects of that persist for like, you know, the whole day in my situation. So it was also kind of like, do I really want to be, you know, less like, I don't know, do we really want to feel like I've effectively got like muscle aches all over my body all the time, you know?
Right.
And the alternative medicine that is like different to this one is one that takes like 6 weeks to start working, and then it takes like 4 weeks or something to get out of your system. And that is just me directly taking the enzyme that helps me break down dopamine. So, but that one is kind of like, you know, fucking Jesus Christ, I have to take it for like how many weeks before it's to start showing any kind of results, you know?
Yeah.
So I think I'll just live my my, you know, imperfect life here. can't wait till they bring out glasses that I can use so that I can not have ADD. I hear zombies somewhere. Hey, 'cause you tried seeing through those glasses, right?
What?
The glasses that enhance your color vision.
No, I'm not tried those yet.
I believe they're called rose tinted glasses. But no, it's
I believe they're called fully glasses.
but yeah, no, apparently you know, it's they work, so I don't know how much money they cost, but
Well, like it's sort of just, you know, I imagine what it would be like.
to see
So,
extra colors.
I mean, it's like you won't see extra colors. It will just, you know, like that's the thing about color blindness. You might not realize. So, like it's like one.
No, I understand, but the thing is, like, you kind of will, right? Because obviously you still see you still just see light in, like, you know, you can still see the three spectrums of light because, you know, your eyes are not that bad, but you just can't distinguish between hues of those. You know what I mean? And by distinguishing between hues, you see way more colors. So, for example, you know, where you see, like, just, you know, green, for me it could be multiple shades of green which also look like brown and all the colors in between, you know?
Yeah, I basically would just like if you show me a pattern that would be like a mix of like let's say a very dark red and a brown.
Yeah.
Whereas I would normally just be like, oh, that's, you know, it looks basically like a, you know, maybe it looks a bit like washed out.
Yeah.
I could actually see the pattern probably. It's like based on what I've seen like advertisements for that sort of shit. So it's not because like I know what like because I can see like for example like if you show me like a very like slight bluish light blue pattern, like I know what it, like that. So I basically just like apply that same effect to, you know, brown and red.
I think
So I'm not like it's not gonna blow my mind. It's
I think
like,
you'll be
oh,
surprised at like how much of a difference it'll make.
But probably at this point, like I had a revelation when I just wore someone else's glasses and I just realized how little I'm actually seeing. And that was probably more revealing than like colors at this point, to be honest.
Well, yeah, well, you know, obviously just not being able to see at all is worse than
Well, not, like, you know, just knowing like I will need glasses sooner rather than later.
Oh, because don't you already have them?
I don't have glasses.
You should just get contact lenses. Just skip the step.
Yeah, but I still have to go and get like a.
Not necessarily, because
appointment.
at least in the Netherlands here, you can buy contact lenses just out of like a grocery store or like, you know, a fucking.
I would still need to know what the intensity I need.
True, but it depends. You have to see how available and cheap contact lenses are over there, because in the Netherlands you can literally go to the store, and because they are only minus, if you know what I mean, like they only go into like, you know, nearsightedness. There's not that many levels, you know, and contact lenses only go up to a certain level, a certain like level of disability. So you can just try them, you know, try them until they stop working, and because they're so cheap in the Netherlands, you know, it saves you having to go to an appointment. Like they're like, you know, they're like €1 or €2 for like a pair. So,
I would still just want to do like an appointment. It's not that expensive. You can't buy. I know you can't buy it in the stores here.
it's super inexpensive over here, so if you ever need to like buy a huge amount of them, let me know. Would recommend contact lenses all day, every day. Because it's also bad to like have poor vision, for example, because it makes your eyes strain more.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, thankfully I don't need the. It's for seeing so far away. So like most of the time I'm not actually looking at stuff that's quote unquote bad for me. So yeah, it is basically just for driving cars is what I would need it, and maybe like.
Seeing the beauty of like scenery.
Yeah, well, you know, when you're going about town, you probably a good idea to just, you know, see stuff. Because like I noticed it when I was driving cars. My brother
Yeah.
would be like, oh, just don't forget to like take the this exit, and I'd be like, okay, which exit? When is it coming up? And it's like, oh, don't you see the sign over there? And be like, no.
Oof, you might actually be pretty nearsighted then at that point.
Well, it's more like I couldn't read text before he could.
Yeah.
So I know I'm like,
Well, your mission now, should you choose to accept it, is to get glasses and then also get the colorblind glasses.
that would be so fucking expensive. Holy shit.
What, the colorblind ones?
Yeah, getting like correction and colorblind thing. Like, I'm not gonna be more than like -1.5, because I've tried, you know, people's glasses and they've told me what it is, and I'm like, okay, this is about right. I think 1.3 or something like that. It's probably not that specific, but
Well, the thing is, they go in like a 0.25 is like the increment that they are made usually.
yeah.
So, and the
Yeah, it
thing
was
is,
something
you
like
can
that.
go
Low-
like
low-
because it's not like a because it's not super straightforward. Well, it is probably if you're like an optician, but you can kind of go somewhat better strength, and then you'll just have better vision, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I have fucking terrible vision without glasses, but with glasses and with contact lenses, I have like, you know, 110% vision, which is, you know, more than a normal person without glasses.
Yeah.
And I have, for reference, I have like -3.5, and they still make contact lenses for that. I think it goes up to like -4 or something for contact lenses. So. Maybe -5. We had a bike at some point, so I'm just kind of like mindlessly wandering around, getting distracted.
But you want to get a bike? It's like, hold on, where are you? Let me get it yet.
Didn't we make the bike?
Whee! Oh, you were on the other side. No, I was still parked upstairs. So.
Yeah, I just had no idea where it was. Oh,
There you go.
thank you, sir.
So I'm still making a cement mixer right now.
Just the second I get on the motorcycle, it's like
Yeah, it's so good.
I hear it. I hear Fortunate Son playing in the background. Downside is you can't bring up the map whilst on the motorcycle. Safety.
Yeah, you're required to keep your eyes forward at all
Yeah.
times.
Hands on the steering wheel, eyes forward. Oh, that's a bear. Okay, well, fortunately I can just avoid him with my motorcycle.
Be bear.
Beware the bear. Okay, this is dead end. So what's the story behind the nuclear wasteland? Is it like they tried to fix zombification with nukes?
Probably. That would be I don't know if they call it like accurate, but like it would be a plausible in end or in the universe explanation.
Yeah. And they were very specific about which neighborhoods to bomb. The more things change, the more they stay the same.
Yeah. Let's get the black ones first, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Black zombies are so wild.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw like, this might be, oh my god, bird. This might, interest you somewhat. I mean, there's no surprise that there's dumb people on the internet, but, there was this guy who was just like wondering like, yeah, so about like what like, you know, I'm all for like, well, I guess he didn't say that, but he was like, you know, "Oh, the problem with nuclear energy is all the waste that it produces, and where are we gonna keep it, you know?" And I'm just like, fucking the Earth, where we keep all of our stuff.
Yeah, the Earth where it already is, you know,
Yeah.
the nuclear waste.
It's just such a like, we're eventually gonna have to shoot it into space, you know? It's like fucking that is a very far in the future type of problem, you know?
You know, like it's like it's like a Tom Scott video, but he talked about the there's like it's
Oh.
arsenic, I think it was, in like Canada. There's like a mine full of arsenic, and like at least with the uranium and such, it degrades and becomes less dangerous over time. But
Yeah.
arsenic never goes away, and like we still have to like manage that forever. You know,
Yeah.
so the idea that like nukes are bad, like it's just all mining operations are bad in that if that's the case, then
Pretty much. If they're worried about radiation, nuclear power plants do not produce. If everything's going good, they produce absolutely zero radiation, pretty much.
yeah.
Like, or
But
at
it
least,
is
the amount of radiation machinery normally produces, you know?
Although I will say though, just as an aside, like nuclear power is probably right now one of the most expensive things you can,
Yeah,
like
because
offshore wind
the
is
plant
very
costs a lot. Yeah.
like it is like these numbers are based on just a graph I saw, so I don't know how reliable they are, but like
I saw a
probably not
pie
that.
chart on the internet, and I think it's pretty.
Yeah, I mean I'm just basically saying that, but it was like
Yeah.
it was the offshore wind advocates probably. So like just take that with a grain of salt. And if offshore wind is, let's say, 0.50 or like as 50 cents, and I'm talking euros.
Yeah.
Per megawatt hour, or was it kilowatt? I'm not actually sure. I think it was megawatt. No, it can't be. That's way too little. Let's just say, oh no, it was kroners actually. It was kroners, but let's just say it was 50 kroners, 50 kroner cents,
Yeah.
and nuclear power was like 1.1, so like double that. And when you consider like offshore wind, it's not entirely reliable. Like it's like
Yeah.
I think like it's like 70% of the base load or something like that. Like it's like the wind doesn't blow like 30% of the time.
Yeah.
So you need batteries for the remaining. That is still pretty good if we assume that batteries are going to get cheaper over time.
Yeah.
But at some point, nuclear power will just be, not worth it because you can just use batteries.
Well, 'cause it's like it's in theory almost always worth it because it's just so space efficient and so power efficient in like the sense that because it's on-demand power pretty much. It isn't like wind or solar where you just have to try and capture it at the time. And like it is very expensive to build like modern power plants before like because just power is not that expensive because of like all the alternatives that are generating energy right now that are just like it's fucking way cheaper to like fucking burn coal than it is to build a power plant that has like highest safety standards in the universe
Yeah.
and all that sort of shit.
And you gotta have a lot of stuff for coal too. Like they don't just emit the coal pollution into the air, and it's still quite pollutive, which is
and it's also all the logistics and shit involved, and there's almost no logistics involved in like nuclear power and all that sort of shit. So
no, you gotta have a good source of water, basically.
yeah, but that's not really like ridiculously difficult, whereas with nuclear power requires way more employees, way more like vehicles, way more. It's effectively a far less efficient supply chain, so to speak. And this fucking supply drop is on like Mount Doom, by the way. So
That's
I don't know. It just seems like the thing that is like the most upscalable. Wind and solar are all well and good because they're effectively free real estate.
yeah.
But stuff like nuclear just seems way more. It seems to make way more sense in the long term.
I think the future actually is going to be like we're going to be it's going to be like an energy abundance. But not really like energy abundance in the sense that you can just, keep your heater on and windows open sort of deal, but more like compared to the price of having your heater on, because like there's still CO2 emissions even for like wind and such,
Yeah.
It will be basically like there would be no usage of the power that is justifiable because it would be so expensive to turn on.
Mm.
But at the same time, it would be quite cheap to get your required. Like the base level will be cheap, but anything like surplus or like luxury, if you want to call it that, will be quite expensive. And at that point, it will be more about energy management as in, like storage. Like which part of the day does have enough, like, where's the critical time? Like, do you get like incentives to like not turn on your oven at like 5 p.m., etc.
Yeah, but like, it's like daylight savings on crack is what you're kind of like pitching right now.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that is assuming that battery capacity will never be, there'll never be like a huge breakthrough in battery technology that'll make that sort of shit more viable.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Batteries are sort of like the X factor to me because like if you look at something, carbon capture and storage, right? That basically that industry relies on batteries not getting better in a sense. Like its most if it wants to be more than a niche, basically it has to like rely on batteries being basically not much better than what they are today. Like you cannot deploy it grid scale and still be cost efficient, which is already happening. It's already being deployed grid scale.
Carbon capture has like it has more than one purpose. Like it's like the purpose of actually capturing the carbon and making sure it doesn't get emitted into the atmosphere is like is probably far more important at that point than it is using that carbon later in some industrial process. But that also using it later in an industrial process will not be replaced. But it's just more like you're not gonna just burn it,
No, well, you can't burn captured carbon in CO2, but yeah, I know what you mean. It's like if it's going to be used in an industrial process, you'll be used straight away. It won't be like stored temporarily. Because what happens if you store CO2 is that it turns into like I'm talking about like underwater storage. I'm not actually sure what happens on land. It combines with the minerals in water to form some sort of carbonates, I think it's called, and then basically becomes rock. But that takes like thousands of years. But like you cannot basically open up a CO2 reservoir. Actually, I know on land there is pockets of CO2. So yeah, no, I guess it doesn't happen. In like on land there's like unless it's water, it will just be there forever, I guess.
Lost fragments now? Can I? I fucking broke my leg trying to go for this stupid fucking crate because it's like on some ridiculous high mountain. Fortunately, I brought the bike in my inventory. But yeah, I don't know. It just seems yeah, because it's also about like just emissions, and I think nuclear power still is like the lowest emissions compared to solar and wind. But I don't know by what magnitude, and if that magnitude is like justifiable or not.
What? Sorry.
See, nuclear power still has lower CO2 emissions than solar and wind, but I don't know by what magnitude or anything.
Well, the problem is to do, like they don't produce direct, so it's more like indirect.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's Let's see, when is this graph from? Because that's quite important.
1975.
It's comparable to wind, basically.
Right.
So let's see. I think it's So like just I think the numbers are like grams. No, it's not. It's not grams CO2, is it?
Might be.
Yeah. Well, like basically like per unit produced, like it's 820 for coal, and it's 12 for nuclear and wind.
Right.
By comparison.
God damn this.
Yeah, but like energy is obviously like a very important thing to like decarbonize, but it is only like 20% of global CO2 emissions. So like the rest we have to figure out something else about else if we want it to be solve the climate issue. TM.
Kill all animals. That'll.
Stop eating meat. Apparently, like people in Germany, like it's like a survey of 1,500. They thought that plastic bags is like their most important contribution to the to reducing their CO2 emissions.
No. Okay.
It was not exactly true. I think it was I think number 2 was something like heating and better like heating and isolation, which is a bit more closer to reality. But something like eating meat was very undervalued, but it's actually quite important.
Yep. Hey man, until I start getting tax credits to not eat meat.
Yeah. I mean, it's sort of like the price has gone down too, which is kind of insane. Like, it's cheaper to eat meat now than it was like 2 years ago for me. I don't know what's going on.
Well, it might be just sorting out different import, because I don't know how much food Norway produces locally, or meat, I should say.
Well, it depends if it's talking about what kind of meat. I know for fucking sheep, they're like it's like a major news story these days about how much sheep we have like just lying around that no one wants to buy.
Fucking, how can you not? I find it interesting. How can you not fucking sell meat? Like, how is it like I can't sell mutton? Like, is it just like, no, we want like a high price for this mutton?
Well, it's more like it costs money to turn it into like sellable meat.
Right.
I guess the break-even point is it's no way. And if you cannot sell it like in the supermarket, you cannot sell it for low enough that people will buy it. And considering if you buy sheep, you will not buy like minced meat, whatever.
Yeah.
So it replaces something else. I don't know.
I've spent way too much effort trying to get this one crate, which is like along the mountains somewhere. Somewhere being the fucking key word here.
Don't you have it on the map too?
Yeah, I do, but it's on like a fucking mountain that is like, I might actually need your help here just so you can fucking guide me there, because it's like it's like embedded in a mountain pretty much. That's the best way I can put it.
Is it the one to your north or south? I guess in north, because the one to the south looks like it's in a road.
There's fucking one right here, unless it like I'm
Like
right
on you?
I'm right on top of one, yeah.
And not on my map. You're not.
Hold on, let me just move away.
There's one to your north, like direct north.
Hold on, maybe I'm just like doing some fucking insane shit right now, and it's all in my head. The crate. Go. Okay, so I can just dump shit out.
Now, how do I share it?
Now
Yeah,
I'm just
so
digging myself out of like, because I've got like a broken leg, so I'm just digging myself out of like a fucking terrible situation now. Fortunately, the motorcycle doesn't care how broken my leg is.
way, I made 2 markers with the 2 crates that I see near you. One is to your south, one is to your north.
Yeah, okay, so what the fuck was I seeing then? That was like, oh, well, whatever. I guess I'm going crazy. It's that side effect.
The insanity.
It's the insanity is happening. So what happened with bandits in this game? I haven't seen those in a while.
Must have been removed or something. But I don't remember them in this game. I remember them in the. It was like another. It wasn't this. It was like. It wasn't even zombies, right? It was just like. Yeah, like you're sort of like in a wildlife reservoir.
No, that was a completely different game. But that game had bandits in it when we played.
Yeah.
But I thought 7 Days to Die was also supposed to have like bandits in it.
I don't remember.
Nothing soothes the pain of a broken leg like fucking eating loads of cat food.
Does being hungry like increase your hunger or something? Because I swear to God.
Being hungry increase your hunger?
Yeah.
I don't think it would.
I don't know.
I must say, I feel like they really haven't tried that much to make, like, I guess, because, I mean, there's a lot of meat alternatives, but there isn't, like, I don't know, they're not super widespread enough, because you think they'd be cheaper to produce than meat, because of just there's less logistics involved. It's effectively just, rather than, you know, having vets and, like, fucking all this, like, like logistics involved in like taking care of livestock. It should just be farm produces, you know, soybeans, and then some fucking dude turns it into a sausage with other vegetables, you know?
Yeah,
It should be way cheaper, you know, because of that.
yeah. I actually kind of wondered the same thing myself. It's yeah, on the surface it seems so obvious, but I don't know.
Maybe it's because they don't receive subsidies or something. Because, like, I mean, soybeans are not that expensive because they, you know, just fucking, they've been eaten, like, for, like, thousands of years. But, like, you know, like, I see all these, like, things that are, like, you know, fake sausage, which taste really good. You know, they're, like, just, you know, alternative
Oh
sausages.
yeah.
But they are fucking expensive as shit. It's like, ah, this is the price of, like, fucking 2 chickens for, like, 1 pack of 4 tiny-ass sausages, you know?
Yeah, like and you're just like, oh, that's not too bad of a price. Then it realizes like the package is like half of what you could pay for like just meat,
Yeah.
and then you're like, oh, right.
One day, Polarn.
One day the meat shall be free.
Or like one day, Polarn, they'll actually like make it so that you can fucking eat a decent amount of meat. Or well, not eat a decent amount of meat. Sorry, eat like the fake meat, and not actually like. God, come on, brain, you can do it. Loss of ability to speak.
One toilet at a time.
This medicine has ruined me. I'd like to claim for damages, please. I used to be incredibly articulate, IQ 400, and then I took this medicine, and now I'm stupid. I can't finish my sentences.
Yeah.
You know, because like there must be some competent businessmen that are just waiting, biding their time to make their move in really super marketing like fake meat effectively.
Yeah, it's like Beyond Burger and stuff, but it's not quite the same. Wait, what?
Fortunately, raiding those 2 supply drops, I managed to get some antibiotics, so I'm no longer zombied.
Nice.
Or at least it's ticking down, so. Unfortunately, there was no food in those containers as he wipes bits of cat food away from his leg.
You bastard.
Guess I'll have to drop this 1 cotton plant to take the motorcycle. Hey, I think I hear you chopping wood.
Yeah, I'm just clearing some space for our actually this place is next. Yeah.
What, can I not climb the ladder because my legs are broken? Is that a thing now? That might be a thing. You might not be able to climb a ladder with a splint, Lauren.
Really? I don't.
Yeah.
Are you sure that you're not just butting your head against something?
Pretty sure, yeah. Oh, maybe I just have to do like a really big jump or something. I found 10 med kits for first aid.
Ooh, nice.
So one food that I brought back was a can of pears. I swear that's all that was there. Okay.
What?
No, I brought back a can of pears.
Okay.
Exciting. I
Okay.
know.
I am not what we need, but what we what we get.
Yeah. Not something. It's not what we need, but it's what we deserve.
Yeah.
Did you fertilize those plots, or were they like? Was that not necessary?
I don't think you can fertilize anymore.
Okay.
I think they come pre-fertilized.
Yeah, I thought so, because I don't think I've typed fert in there, and unless I'm retarded, that's how you start the word fertilizer.
Yeah. Fertilizer.
Oh yeah, I also got more machine parts and thing parts.
Oh, nice.
I haven't really super sorted all the stuff, but
And basically, like it's fine. Like it's easy to sort from like a general chest and like.
Yeah, I just put them in the general thing. Though we do put mechanical parts in this box that I'm looking at right now, right?
Yeah. Everything like you use to make shit. Basically.
Okay.
And then when that becomes too unwieldy, we'll have to split it up. But you know, like one zero at a time.
Yes, very pragmatic. We will eventually also have to split up medicine and food because that chest is becoming a little bit thingy.
Yeah.
Once I get actually how are my levels like?
By the way, I need to raid a bookstore because there's so much shit I need to read about. Like making steel tools, for instance, and helmet lights. Holy fuck.
Yeah. Don't worry, next time I go out, I'll spend way less time fucking around and
Yeah, just drive around until you find a bookstore, basically.
Yeah.
That may
I'll find good like locations that are, you know, like tools places and all that, because they also have those kind of specific books. Oh yeah, my guy's thirsty. Boy, am I thirsty. Actually, I might as well carry this many bottles on me. That way, if I ever want to like make it so that we have more water, I can just, you know, do that in one go. Yeah, the nice thing is that you like increase your storage capacity of stuff, so I can just drink. I can bulk drink water, you know. I don't
What?
have to. Your as you level, your food and water capacity also increases, so you can kind of store
Oh,
more
right.
at
So
once.
yeah, right. Okay. It's thought you meant something else. And also we have concrete now, so get hyped if you can even be that, I guess.
What's right?
Get hyped for concrete.
Oh, hyped. Oh yeah. I don't know, man. Ever since that medicine, I don't think I can get hyped.
Oh, well, that's also another layer, I suppose, of that. Yeah, I'm just gonna like what's it called, like plug the holes of what we have. So actually, I might. Hmm. I'm guessing you don't want me to like mess with the quote unquote feng shui of our house, so I'll just keep
Where?
the
Sorry? The trees.
more like the way the building is laid out.
No, that doesn't matter to me. Like, as long as, like, you know, if it's, with regards to security, and with certain stuff that, needs to be broken down, I'd like, it's such a minor thing, but I'd like to wait until I have the highest level of scrapping before I start mass scrapping all the furniture in the building, if you know what I mean? Because that way we get the most yield out of it, and it doesn't really cost us anything, you know?
Right.
So, but yeah, what layout changes were you thinking about?
That's basically like the you know, if I make it like a plugging a hole in the first floor, I won't just like, you know, extend the building or whatever, make it more rectangular, basically.
Oh, what, in like the, what, making like you want to extend the building?
Like say close of a balcony, for instance. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. That doesn't matter to me. No, no, no.
Yeah.
So where are you now? Are you like below me now?
Well, don't worry about it. It wasn't a serious suggestion either way. I'm just still just closely up. Sorry, I don't have enough rebar to like make any of it. You know, if it was real, the threat true.
Oh well, yeah, but oh yeah, the thing is like with the concrete, we should definitely not really use it on the first floor because you know the whole first floor is porous strategy, where we kind of just want them to we don't want them to we want to funnel them and then make strong points there. If you know what I mean. So I don't know if you agree with that or if you think that's retarded. Let me know by all means. But
Uh, well, I don't know. Just for now, I'm just gonna plug it up because it's not that many, and
all right.
it's like, you know, whatever I do now, like every hole, quote unquote, I close off, you know, it's, you know, the wall beside it's just as
Yeah.
um. It's gonna do something. Yes, make myself.
I think you can you get I think you might be able to get rotting flesh from like dogs. I think you can still harvest them. I'm not sure though.
Yeah.
That's something to note for because that way we can expand our farm, which means we can expand pretty much a lot of other production things.
Yeah, like yeah, that's what I noticed. And you know, you can find those like rotting bodies on still around in, like some spots.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna try and see if I can get down to the mine, because we need to do some more effective nighttime operations.
Yep.
We might need to make a direct road to the mines some way, somehow.
Yeah, I was thinking of using the central shaft and then just like, you know, make that
Yes.
secure.
Yeah, and then hopefully they'll path, because hopefully they'll path like in the ramp around it rather than trying to ram down the door.
Yeah,
So,
and if they try like, you know, digging through the thing, we'll just make it thicker.
yeah, yeah.
Because we can easily make the like quote unquote basement more secure now. We just need to dig through the concrete or whatever it's yeah, the iron. But it's not too big of an issue. I'll be right back.
Oh, that doesn't work. But I know it will. Such beautiful darkness.
Yeah, also one of the reasons why we need to find a workshop
Yeah.
or a bookstore so we can get fucking better. What?
But
I have like a level 4 item, but it can only have 2 modifiers? The fuck?
yeah, what did you expect it to be able to have 3 or?
Yeah.
I think it might be like 5 and 6. I'm not sure that.
Okay, I thought it was just like, you know. Okay,
One per level or something?
yeah, basically.
No. But I think
Except for like level 2 or whatever.
maybe it's different per item as well. I'm not sure.
Would make sense.
Oh, I've hit nitrate.
Okay, nice. Oh, you were in. Okay, so you entered the mine we have right now. Okay.
Yep. And I found nitrate.
Fascinating.
Rusty's telling me that he's found a bow in Destiny 2.
doesn't really sound impressive to me, but sure.
Well, he hadn't found a bow in that game for a long time. You should, if you have free time, you should get that game installed.
I don't have free time, basically.
Ah, yes, I can tell today, even underground, to know what those miners were worried about.
How about loneliness?
Well, I got 490 nitrate from that. It's still, it's not empty, but I figured I'd best use the day productively.
Yeah, they like don't worry about it. I'll be able to exploit it to its fullest potential.
But I still remember, you remember that really big 7 Days to Die game we had with like Chaos and everything like that joining us? Or the mines in that fucking save were like ridiculous.
Oh yeah, we have like fucking miles. Was that the one with the pyramids, right?
It was either that one or the one before that, but it was like, at least we had like a huge underground cave system that connected several fortresses. We played so much 7 Days to Die.
It's
Yeah,
and I can't remember which patch. I think I was like 16 was the first one I played on.
Might be.
Maybe 15. Not sure.
I need to just take the fucking ladder rather than doing this weird run that I'm doing right now.
Yeah, I was like considering like completing the staircase, but first of it's like less efficient time wise, and also like the zombies will just walk right up into our base. So
Yeah. The zombie somewhere hitting something. I'll just let her hit whatever. That is one thing that I like about having like a big base that's just like a building that you've taken over, is because you can just let them like make their own little holes and entrances in it, and you don't.
I got a fucking bear.
Oh fuck. Okay, let's see which way.
Yeah, I killed it.
Nice.
I assume you have a knife?
Yeah, I do. Got a really big knife.
I was worried because my AK is almost out of juice.
No more Jews for that AK.
Yeah.
Country road, take me home, across high mountains and deep pits. Good thing, you know, fucking all that taxationist theft ended up working out for these fucking roads.
Private roads.
Yeah.
Take me home.
Yeah, take me home in one piece, please. Why the fuck? This is like the game is like, you know what you want? Do you want glass? Like, yes. Nothing more than that, please.
Do you want to use glass?
Go, gadget, make ladders. I'm gonna see if there's anything on the ceiling of this fire station. Unfortunately, I don't know like where the loot is in like all the buildings, so I just have to like guess.
Not to worry, I don't either.
Jesus Christ. I was like doing something I possibly would like just calm through ways. Damn these fucking like ladder proof like ledges that they've made. With all their fucking like their little lips. Okay. Better be something on this roof. There's some bags.
I don't know. I was gonna say like I did did that building already, but I did the house beside it.
Well, might as well get the air conditionings while I'm on here, because I'm definitely not going to go back for them. We don't need brass radiators or anything, right?
It's just brass, basically.
Time to go down, because my tummy is making the rumblings. God, I do love the fucking weird quirks of the random world where you just have like the huge peaks. It's like fucking heavy earthquakes, nuclear strikes, and zombie apocalypse all at once.
And like crippling government bureaucracy.
A fucking pizza place. I know that's a bank. I saw a PI and I was like, pizza, but no, it's a bank. Oh, that is a EB paper. Well, that's not what that is. Right. Dance to Die Studios. Butcher Pete. Tools one. Oh my god, Danny's nightmare. Shopping trolleys.
Oof.
To make a lot of noise.
So his nightmares was customers.
Customers and trolleys.
Custom trolleys.
You kids have fun there. %food poisoning chance. How could I lose? Okay, I didn't actually get food poisoned by the Shamway sandwich. Holy shit.
It's not the Shamway sandwich was not a sham, in other words.
Pretty much. I found a blueberry pie and a meat stew. I think I'm gonna eat the blueberry pie. Today I dine like a king. God, I wonder how the fucking PvP in like a PvP server of this even works. Like, cause you could be like a real asshole and just like deny other people loot by just breaking stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Breaking places
I don't know.
and stuff.
I imagine it wouldn't be too bad, but it's hard to know.
Because I mean, you do have the trader to like kind of trade in like to effectively get access to the non-farmable resources, you know?
Yeah. Imagine like the 7th day would be like a fucking huge troll moment if you're not, you know, you attack someone on the 7th day.
Yeah.
Just so it spawns more zombies where they are.
Oh, they hit the fucking motherload of Shamway, Christ. No, it's not exactly what I'm out here to do, but fucking starving to death didn't seem like a good alternative.
Yeah, I'm starving to death, just, you know, by a way of comparison.
there's like a pharmacy adjacent. Man, I got a lot of pies, man.
So we're missing lead to make bullets right now, so I'm just getting some lead. Believe it or not. I was kind of surprised when I discovered that myself. It's like, wait, I need bullet tips.
Couldn't possibly make bullet tips out of any tips out of any other substance.
I mean, I can understand why you want to like use lead specifically.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, it's like the heaviest element for a reason. So.
And it's also like very easy to work with for how heavy it is, if you know what I mean.
Yep. Although the lack of fucking food is really pissing me off right now. Just being like, how much
Oh
food I
man,
have?
all these blueberry pies.
Just like you come back with fucking blueberries smeared around your fucking mouth, and I'm just there eating fucking leather, you know, trying to like keep the hunger away.
Yeah. Eating bark off of a tree.
Eat fucking cornbread, dude. How's not?
And you're allergic to gluten.
Well, there's no gluten in corn, but yeah, I get
Is there not? Oh, okay.
one of those things that's usually substituted for corn.
Right.
Or gluten. So like corn tortillas, you know, while being very authentic, is also gluten-free if made properly. But in Europe, for some reason, they don't seem to have like even corn tortillas are more like wheat with the corn taste. That makes sense.
Corn flavored.
Yeah, basically they have like 15% corn or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I buy a lot of tortillas, like, as a, you know, as an ethnic. So,
That's an Untermensch.
yes. And, fucking, I haven't really, like, seen corn tortillas, so, but that might be because I'm just not looking out for them, because, you know, anything that says gluten-free, I just, like, you know, it's like, you know, it's like that, the pyramid of, like, you know, social status, where, you know, the you know, the white, perfect, non-colorblind, non-nearsighted people, and then you have, like, you know, the fucking ADHD fucking dyslexic people, and then like somewhere all the way at the bottom you have like the fucking gluten-free people.
Yeah, the Glutenmensch.
Yeah. Right on.
I know that hunger will eventually kill you in this game, so I'm also a bit worried, you know, if I will actually reach that at some
No,
point.
you'll reach a state, you'll get a debuff called starvation,
Right, okay.
and then you'll die.
Oh, hey, I got the debuff card.
Yeah.
Also, I know you haven't seen this because this is a new thing for Seagate. It actually, like, holy shit, made my interest slightly peak.
Right, what was it? You can
like-
you can marry at age 10. Oh boy.
No, it was the way the map was presented, and they
Right.
basically have, like, you know, it made counties and baronies. Like, baronies are on the map now, where
Oh
it's like
wow.
cities in Imperial to Rome. It was fucking obvious when I, like, saw it, but it was, like, not something I had thought of.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But they didn't say if, like, baronies were ruled.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they did say that, like, baronies are ruled by barons, so I guess you have to, like, keep tabs on them. But it was sort of like vague how the baronies, or how they, sorry, counties are now like made up of baronies.
Yeah, yeah. So I presume it's just gonna be another layer because it used to be in CK2. Is that like they
Are you gonna explain CK2 to me?
I don't
If you
know.
remember,
Well, you know, well,
no, I'm just it is fucking funny to me.
well
Like,
in CK2, like anything that is an account can't really rise up and rebel against you. At least
yeah,
I'm pretty
unless you
sure
like
that's how it works.
direct. Yeah, yeah, basically, they cannot join anything or do anything. Like they are very rubber ducks
Yeah.
or lame ducks, I guess is the proper term. But like my main fucking gripe with the baronies in CK2 is that they can lead to very like border gory things where like the inheritance shits just gets whack as, and you like end up having your county like consist of like so many different dudes. If you have like if you build castles, that is, you know, I would never just build castles because of that reason.
Well, because
It would,
if you don't build a castle and it doesn't become a barony
yeah.
in CK3 or something.
No, like I don't know how the baronies work in that sense. I hope they get rid of that too. Like you know, the whole three types of baronies thing. It looks like they've gotten rid of it, but I don't actually know because they didn't. Like it was very like short. You know, it was like 2 screenshots and like some text that I half read.
Right, right. Well, it is definitely like going to be interesting what CK3 will hold. I hope it, because one thing that really fucked my desire to play CK3 was the fact that or CK2, sorry, was the fact that like achievements just would not work. Like the game would just
Oh
break
yeah.
so often and you just wouldn't be able to get achievements, and I played the single player campaigns to try and go for the achievements, so fucking the fact that it doesn't work, like,
Yeah, I imagine that will be fixed in CK3.
yeah. Because
I
it's
don't
the
think I
only
see how.
Paradox game that behaves like that, if you know what I mean.
I imagine if EU4 was like that. Holy fuck.
Yeah, Jesus. Because you'll just be like a campaign that you've put like 200 hours in, and then it'll just be like, oh, this save is no longer Iron Man. Or this, it won't even say that, it just won't unlock achievements, you know?
Yeah. The fact that they're gonna like update CK, or sorry, EU4 and not CK2, leads me to believe that the EU5 will not be in the near future,
Oh yeah, for sure it
unlike
isn't.
unlike CK3.
Which is a shame, because, you know, well, I mean, I guess they're both, well, I mean, CK2 was released before EU4, right?
A year before.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I would not be surprised. Like, it wouldn't like shock me now that like EU5 is the next game they announced, but I would also be quite surprised because like it would be like, well, okay,
Violent Victoria 3.
like why are you gonna like make so many changes to the what is it called, like the why are you like talking about reducing the tech debt and so on if you're just gonna make a new game,
Yeah, yeah.
and why you're gonna make why you're announcing a new expansion this actually, when did Holy Fury came out? It was last December, right?
It was recent, but I wouldn't be able to put like a number to it.
Yeah. I have a feeling when you have like 2 screamers inside of your house, and you're trying to like find out where they are.
That feeling then when the electric buzz from like the sign makes you think there's some kind of technical difficulty on your end. I assume there's not going to be many books in King O Law. A weird special building. Like a law firm or something.
Mm.
We'll see. I'll try and see if I'll just Give it a quick once over. These zombies are the most dangerous of zombies, the litigious zombies. They sue you for breaking and entering and damages, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a military fiber schematic. Should I take that home? Yo.
What?
Should I take the military fiber schematic for you to learn?
What's it under? Yeah, I think yeah,
Okay.
think so. I don't remember which it's under.
God, the amount of shit that I can carry is very little. Because the motorcycle doesn't have an inventory, right?
Yes,
Oh,
it does.
It does. Excellent. Oh yes, here we see the cinder block plains right now. Where cinder blocks go to die.
Cinder block is here.
Can't drink water whilst on the bicycle. Hurt. I feel like this road's also gonna it's just gonna be like one really large road that just goes nowhere and ends nowhere.
Like, yeah, that diagonal one. I think it might actually like be one of those like because I noticed the map seems to be kind of consistent in that regard.
Right.
So it might actually like just be quite consistent like where it goes and where it ends.
Well, now just diagonally cutting across town here. I like how there's just like evidence of like some kind of elevated motorway being here, but it's only one segment. Everywhere else is that's all that remained is that specific segment.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's a whole bunch of airdrop locations here.
So how many bullets do you have right now, and what do you use primarily?
Rifle. I'm going heavy into perception. So I have 94 rifle bullets. I also have. I used to carry 9mm bullets as well, but I've left them all at home.
Right.
Do you already have an anvil schematic?
No.
Okay, I'll take one then.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll make sure we will not be short on bullets anytime soon.
Nice. Yeah, because I think they are the most cost-effective rifle bullets.
Yeah,
Damaged,
should be. I mean, they cost I think they're most expensive in terms of gunpowder, but gunpowder is like super easy for us right now because all you need is coal and nitrate powder, and we have access to reliable sources of those.
Yeah. Oh no, no.
Yeah, I mean, it's a slight issue finding all these zombies fucking up our base, but hey.
Are they like inside the building?
They're inside. Just can't find where. And dogs as well.
Oh, sounds of the lamps. I found a stick of dynamite schematic. The lambs, Clarice. Ooh, fuck. I found like a pawn star as like a pawn shop or whatever.
Not sure what those have, but
Neither do I. Oh, the birds also give rotten flesh, so I might actually start fucking those up.
nice.
Like I just was just thinking, so I guess it's just, yeah, it's specifically just non-humanoids seem to just still yield zombie flesh.
Yeah, it's just that zombies don't give it, so.
Oh, it also has gun. It has a gun aisle in the pawn place. Are sewing kits particularly useful or not really?
We have enough of them, but they are useful, like more useful than other stuff.
Right.
But like we have enough of it for now. Like you use it to make like those
Mods, yeah. So I
mods.
figured
Yeah,
I'd like pick it up whenever I see it.
yeah. But like if you have to like throw stuff away, like it's not gonna be like a huge deal for now.
Yeah.
We don't have too many mods to make.
Yeah.
Same with like gunpowder and stuff. You can. Well, actually, not same with gunpowder. I mean, like gunpowder, you can pretty much just like not pick up. Same with like lead, brass, kind of.
Oh, I tend to just keep those because they just break shit down into that.
Yeah, but if you have like 20 gunpowder, you can pretty much
That did not
throw that away. It's not worth much.
God, there's always bullets wherever I fucking don't expect them to be. I have been picking up a lot of Duke's Casino coins though.
Yeah, that's good. That's basically it's basically brass, which is kind of bullet.
Nice.
And that will shortly be our biggest hindrance to
Yeah.
thing.
Give me all your Duke's Casino tokens. Missed. It's time to fucking play what the fuck are you hiding in the roof in this game.
Okay, the game is like a bit aggro, but it's like optimization, like hiding trees right in front of me.
Amen, no trees. I'm gonna fall through the floor like several times walking in the ceiling. Some people put their fucking suitcases up here. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I've thrown my suitcase up here. Oh, Jesus Christ, Bill, why would you do that?
I had to pay less.
Yeah.
You don't have to tip if you put it up here.
No, it didn't appear to be anything specifically interesting in the ceiling. There's always mild panic until I lock eyes with like the motorcycle again, you know, in case the zombies fucking decided to gain 1,000,000 IQ points and fucking ride away on my motorcycle. You know, those irrational fears.
Yeah.
Oh, fortunately, I remember the Butcher Pete building. That's effectively just, you know, fucking murder house. So it's like sick, twisted man house. I don't think I'm going to be finding any learning books there.
No.
I don't know, maybe he's incredibly well read. God, I fucking have to. Let me just see if I can make these graphic settings somewhat better. Yeah, because like. Oh wow, yeah, it's like. We just improve the texture quality so I can actually see what those fucking signs say. There we go. Pass and gas. Okay. There's fuel in the gas pumps.
Have you maxed out the loot bonus one or the
I'm one off of maxing it out. Lucky looter,
okay.
you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have perception level 5, not 7. I'm quite a bit like behind you in terms of levels.
Well, holy shit. I'm guessing because I'm mining?
Yeah, I think so. That gives like huge consistent EXP. It's like, cause pretty much every like 3 or 4 blocks or something is like the equivalent of killing 2 zombies. So,
Yeah, especially the mineral one. Right now, I am just looking for food. Oh, what? Oh
did you
my
die
god.
of starvation?
I guess I did. Ha! That was sudden.
Hey man, you never know. But you're just like, ugh. Was there like, could you not even like eat rotten meat or something?
I just ate some things. Like, I was not even... What the fuck? Because I was just eating something, so like because I was like at 30, so I guess if you have like the hunger modifier for long enough, you'll just die a lot anyways.
Oh,
That's weird. Like, I guess I don't have to worry about that thing anymore.
yeah.
Holy shit. That was like legit just made me jump because I was like not doing anything and it's like BAM!
Bird behind me. Birds, they are fucking homing. They don't give a shit and they instantly cause bleed. Fucking bastards. Oh damn, that was a lot of armor in there. jeez.
Cool.
Uh-oh. That feeling when you don't have your shotgun loaded. Alright, bird, come down. Attack me again. There, that's what you get. Oh, there's... I was fucking like backpedaling near like a landmine. That would have been something. Bird distract.
Funny.
Bird distracts me. Fucking backpedal into a landmine. Yeah, I think I'll just head to base. I've got quite a bit of stuff. Unfortunately, the only schematics I found were like the armor ones. Didn't find any book places. Found, I think, a whole bunch of ammunition, some decent armor, and a whole bunch of like food. Which I heard you were starving.
Yeah. In the keyboard.
Should we just park the motorcycle in like the garage, or?
I don't think it really matters, but nearly fell down. Also, the zombies have a different way to get in to the quote-unquote back. If you see the kitchen on this safe spot, they can like basically run through there and like go up back near where the turret is. So I need to like do something about that, but it's not a huge priority.
Okay, I got you 3 schematics. I got the trigger group schematic, anvil schematic, and military fiber schematic. I got a whole bunch of food. I got the stick of dynamite schematic, military armor parts. I'm just trying to give you like the best stuff, and then like yeah, I guess a whole bunch of ammunition. Because I don't think I can pick up the motorcycle if like my inventory isn't like completely empty, so I can do the thing. So I'll just because I don't see how that would work otherwise, you know, like because then you just carry, if like a motorcycle was like a bag of holding, you just carry like a whole bunch of motorcycles, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just gonna go. Yeah, we definitely need like something so that we can get up a little bit quicker. It's not too bad now, but yeah, it's definitely not speedy. Oh yeah, we have like fucking medicine for days, by the way.
No, I just haven't like picked up any because I've really been needing to. Food has been my lack of medicine, if you know what I mean.
Fucking hell, just eat paracetamol. There's nothing we can go wrong there.
Also, it'll be the 7th day tomorrow, so we need to like do some prep for that.
Okay. Right, then I don't know if you want to like shut down the server for a little bit because I have to go to the bathroom and I'll be like 15 minutes or something.
Right.
Take a wicked sick dump. We're back. Off that one. Try again. Yeah, because I figured if it did take, like, I don't know how long it took because I got some water too, but if it did take like 15 minutes, that's like a fourth of a day, so.
Yeah. Well, it is night now, so it's like kind of like downtown anyways, but
Yeah.
still need to like make the second floor inaccessible, if that makes sense.
Right.
Defense layer inaccessible.
Initializing world. Because yeah, what is our like building material of choice right now?
Cement.
Okay, we have enough to kind of do some stuff with it.
Yeah, basically. Or concrete, I always miss those up.
And then like that thing. Well, fuck that block in particular, I guess.
Can you check if we're still making if the cement mixer is still going? I don't
will do.
remember. If you're close, that is.
Cement mixer.
It's next to the workbench.
Okay. No, it stopped.
Okay.
You wanted to make concrete mix?
Yeah.
Well, first it needs to make cement, apparently.
There's some in the chest.
Okay. Got plenty of stone. Okay, mixing another 600 and something. Yeah, right now it seems like we don't have sand.
Well, you make that in the thing. It should already be some sand in there that I fixed them up.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, I've commissioned another 1,000 or so. It's because you're literally making the sand from the small stones, right?
Yeah.
All right. Guess I'll commission another 2,000 of those because we definitely have. In my brain, it seems like a waste, but it isn't because you get so much more stones than you do sand. You know.
Yeah, and it's a 1-to-1, I think, as well.
Yeah, it is.
So it's like there's no waste, basically.
The only downside is I can't make the cement, so I can only make the concrete. You know what I mean?
Oh, really? Like in the forge? Because the cement is made in the forge, the concrete mix is made in the mixer. Yeah.
Oh well, then I need to make sure that the forge is.
But there should be some concrete or cement in one of the chests, unless
I
I
already
picked it
used
up.
all that.
Oh, just don't worry about it, because I'm just like, it saves me not like stopping mining and then going back up.
No, don't worry. I made all the things do the things again.
Right.
AKA, I'm putting stones in the forge, and I've commissioned 2,000 more sand and 1,000 more concrete.
As reward, there's 762 bullets in the workbench for you.
Oh, lovely. I'm actually kind of okay on 762. I've got 136. I don't know how you're doing.
Yeah, technically worse, but it's okay, whatever. Like,
oh yeah, well yeah, you have a lot. I'll leave like the 150 for you then, because fucking 275 is quite a lot of bullets for me to fire.
Yeah.
Do we have like a really good AK? Because I assume the bolt action is not going to cut it on the 7th night.
No, we don't. I only have a level 1. I can make better ones, but I need to recycle some AKs, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. We have 4 AKs that can be
I need to
recycled.
take a part 2 at, sorry, 3 of them, I think. I don't remember how much each gives, but... Actually, do you have is there a perk that, like, increases the amount of stuff you get from taking stuff apart?
Uh, well, I have salvage operations, but it's quality good. Board wrenches do.
I think that's just for wrenching stuff.
Yeah, it's only salvaging with wrenches. So maybe under intelligence. Oh wow, once you get really high advanced engineering, forge recipes are actually cheaper.
Sure.
That is something. Check on my beautiful roof garden.
Tell me when the corn is done.
It's
like
it is done, but do you just break it to harvest?
yeah, but I have a perk that gives me
Okay.
more. So,
Okay.
so
Your corn is done.
Yeah, good. Let's see. Yeah, I have way more, a lot of nitrates. So I don't need to like mine this until like the next 7 nights. I think yeah, got like 4,000 nitrate powder. Okay.
Yeah, it is a shame we're kind of partially in a snow biome, but you know, it is what it is. Might be worth investing in a couple of points in that, like insulation.
No.
No?
No. It's you just need better clothes, basically.
Well, the thing is, like the clothes kind of supersede armor, then you know, because the armor, like the armor doesn't have like weather protection on it.
But it's different types of clothes. But like clothes and yeah, like dusters and so on. Parkas and dusters. Do different things. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Might need to actually make myself a bandana because I realized I don't actually have one on my face. I have leather duster, which is yeah, it's not particularly good for cold. Yeah, just having these couple of trees on the roof is actually way more like I thought it wasn't going to be that significant because we don't have like that big a forest here, but it's you know it's still like every night you systematically get like you know maybe close to 1,000 wood.
Yeah, that's good.
Is really good. Oh, so you came in and harvested the corn.
Yeah, I'm actually got more. I guess I shouldn't make. I should plant something. Pumpkin. I've never seen pumpkin before.
No, I think it's new.
Let's see, what can you make from pumpkin bread, pumpkin cheesecake? Actually, I'll just.
I like how the first thing that, you know, our decadent asses think of to make in this game is like cheesecake.
Yeah. I'll plant blueberries because those are always good. This way we're not like just making.
Man, I'm just thinking back to all those fucking winter clothes. I must have like scrapped in the meantime and it's just hello darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk to you again.
Do you have more rotting flesh?
I put it in the food chest, I think. I have like unwittingly spec'd myself for heat resistance rather than cold resistance, who would have guessed?
Yeah, it's like a fucking old habit from when we used to play in snow or desert.
Yeah. Okay, that didn't work.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to fix the downstairs department. Oh, actually, I have enough.
Is what they come up from somewhere unpredictable?
If you know where you placed the turret,
Yeah.
it's there.
But they come up from find. Oh wow, really? Damn, I see that.
Yeah.
I just saw that.
Which is a little bit of a worry, but it's not bad.
Yep. Yeah, I'll just get back up here because I was spending too many bullet. Even though it was like almost day, it's still technically night, you know?
Let's see.
Oh, I see where you've started planting your own trees.
Oh, I must have just put those. I'm not
The
actually like
tree
actively
line.
doing it, but put some down probably randomly in a not obvious place.
Hey, it's day. Oh, so how did that happen?
What?
Them getting the ability to go up there.
I think they just dug through and then jumped up.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay, well, let's see where they're go down there, I guess. Okay, this is they went quite an obscure way. Right. Well, yeah, I see how they went. Okay, so I know what we need to fill up. I don't know if you have the concrete with you.
I do, yeah.
Or
But I'm not near you. But like, oh, we need to. I need to get the proper things. Where do I put my?
I'm also going to, because I have pretty much all the food, because food I considered like of lower importance. I have in like the bike, so I'm just bringing that up now.
Yeah, I also have to make an anvil. So hold on.
Okay, go for it. I'll carry all the shit from the thing. That's what I wanted to do when it was still night, but then, you know, I realized I was going to encounter heavy resistance. He's just in the elevator shaft. Oh, there he is. Sir?
We need to get some more clay at some point as well. But it's not high priority.
Yeah, the food chest is fucking over full. I can tell you that right now. Start to...
We just start fixing him up.
Yeah, just like we need like a separate dedicated food chest or something, and like the medicine chest needs to be somewhere else. So I'll let you decide where you want the medicine chest, and
Oh, I don't know. Maybe like right here.
well, sure.
Let's see
Yeah,
how-
I'm pretty much just worried about like accidentally shooting it, if you know what I mean. If it's like in too obvious a spot. But
but you can shooting it.
literally accidentally shooting it, just because of like
Oh.
stupidity. Because that's literally the block that I accidentally shot out. Yeah, you can put it there. Like I don't mind.
Let's just hope you learn. Well, it should be in the quite obvious spot, so we don't have to like picnic when we like need some stuff. Where did I put my nails? God damn it! There, we have to make nails. Holy shit!
I have 21 nails.
Alright. Oh wait, wasn't there like a hold on. I think there wasn't there like a medical chest thing version of this?
What, like, I think so. Maybe, do you need to, like, paint it? We don't have a paintbrush, do we? We can...
No,
What?
wait, what?
I think it's a paint. that you paint over
I can make it a pill case.
the pill case. Well, just make it obvious, I guess.
I just need to flip it. There you go. Looks like it's upside down. Yeah, it's definitely upside down.
Where? What?
No, I'm looking at it in the thing, and it just
Well, I wouldn't say, spend an inordinate amount of days looking at that. Okay, well, I'm just gonna put the medicine in like one of the unsorted boxes then, for now. And, put all the pies and shit in the food chest. That when you're starving, you can stuff yourself with a delicious pie and flush it down with some Mega Crush. It'll be like, before the nuclear war, earthquake, zombie apocalypse. Oh yeah, it pretty much, if you go down the hole that the zombies go up, pretty much, you'll see where they come in, and they come in through like literally like a pre-made hole in the wall, if you know what I mean? Okay, that fucking rifle can suck my dick, holy fuck.
there you go. Put it inside the storage thing.
Even though it's like 14, the number 14 isn't in red, and I'm pretty sure 14 is a multiple of 7.
Yeah, me too. I think my rebar is done. Yes, it is. Do I have the cement or concrete? Yes, I do as well. Right.
You already looted the academy, right?
I don't remember.
Okay, well, I'll double check. Just figured I'd just drive past the academy. Academy might have books in it.
Might. Wait, does it look like a school?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think it has books, no.
Okay. No books in the school. Makes sense.
You don't learn anything.
Poopy Pants Daycare. Well, I think there's gonna be a lot of books there.
Are you sure?
Who knows? They might have like a treasure trove of books. Okay, well I found a hospital.
Yep. By the way, for the quote unquote second floor, do you want it to be like complete, like no access from below, guaranteed TM, or
Well, if that's the floor that we're gonna be, fucking god.
that's the floor, yeah, up behind the staircase thing?
If that's the floor that we're gonna be holding out on, then yes, there needs to be like no way to get in there except for from like the ramp. Yeah.
Alright. I'm just thinking, like, should we like repair the floor? Oh wait, oh yeah, never mind.
Oh hey, there's.
Does that make sense? Like repair the floor as in like because there's like a kitchen with like a sofa and all that shit that is just sort of destroyed, and in theory they could just dig their way up there. And if I replace the wood floor with the concrete, you know.
Yeah. Well, because the reason I was like because the way they got there, right, is through like they went through a hole in the wall and then they just climbed up like a ventilation shaft. But if you fill that hole with concrete, presumably they just won't try that anymore. I think.
Yeah, I did that already,
All
but
right.
like, yeah, I'm just thinking like, because there's multiple opportunities for them to do that.
Right.
So I'm wondering if it just like, if you wanted like, you know, like, do you want the want the outer walls to be load bearing? Basically, is what I'm asking.
Of like the building itself?
Yeah.
No, because I don't think that would be particularly useful. I think it's kind of like one of those things that we do as like a last thing to do because those outer walls are going to be hit a lot, and I feel like if we try and maintain everything, it's not going.
Well, they don't have to be like complete. They just have to be, you know, because like what we could do if we don't want to like make them load bearing is that we could like, I don't know, like make like a gap so they, because like what they will do right now.
Yeah.
It's like imagine the one of the rooms on the ground floor. They will just dig into the wall of that and then jump up like they did with the kitchen.
Right.
You know, dig their way up until the second floor to wood instead of like going up the staircase.
Yeah. Well then.
And the way to fix that is just to make the floor concrete.
Right. Yeah. Then we should do that then.
And also like get rid of it, partially get rid of the most obvious spots, but you know. Like,
Yeah. Because we could also we could literally also just like remove parts of like remove parts of the floor that we don't need, and then make the parts of the floor that we are going to be moving on just concrete. You know, if you really want to like save concrete at the start. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just like it's like a bit of a decision where what we save, what do we, you know, get rid of.
Yeah. I'll oh yeah, now the 14 is highlighted, you see?
Yeah. It wasn't like that for me either before.
Okay, well I'll actually just head back to home. Because it's kind of hard to you know, try and make a decision when I'm not there. Oh gee. Oh yeah, so how was the, did you try and make the AK yet?
No, I'm not made an AK yet.
Okay, well, it's, you know, as long as it happens before the wave, you know, it could be one of the last things we do, it's fine.
Right. My question is, I should make one or two, one for myself, but I don't know if you have enough AKs for that. And we definitely know there's no way to like, not repair is the word, but like get more AK spare parts out of the AKs we have, right?
Like, I don't
But like
think
instead of
so.
scrapping, right? It's like scrapping at a workbench. You know?
I don't think so. Like, hold on, let's see, I'm pretty sure not. I'm pretty sure there's no way.
Alright, I'll just yeah, because it does take some time to make. 6. Oh right, okay. The only shame is Olivia level quality level 3,
Right.
and like I could make 4, but like I'm worried like my like my like my queue is kind of full right now for like in my what skills to pick is the newest AK will not, it's quite far off.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think. Oh no, I just need. Oh, I just need one more point or one more level actually. Maybe I should just get that level.
Probably. Okay, so... Where are all things? Okay.
Yeah, let me do that. I'm pretty close to leveling up anyways. Just need to find a way to get down.
Are you can just mine for the fast level ups?
Yeah, it's my plan if I can't find any zombos.
I think it's always faster, than even if you find like a continuous stream of zombies.
Man, we still haven't sorted out our food situation, and I'm getting
No, no, no,
hungry
no.
again.
Like in the food storage, there should be plenty of food.
Oh, okay. Cause my guy is like, boy, am I hungry? I'm like, yeah.
Oh, I found a lead. Oh, I guess you also found it down here, right?
Yeah. It's like now, like most resources are clumped together.
Nice.
So it's not per biome anymore, actually. As a matter of fact.
Oh, okay.
Along with like surface level deposits, so
Yeah.
pretty much mining is no longer like I think the only thing that is like you cannot get is oil shale. You need to be in the desert for that.
Right. But that's also like one of the least useful ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck, let me tell you, man, like, the best way to level up is absolutely mining. Head, head back. Because we need to start working on defenses and plans and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say I just need to get to the level and just got it. Ding.
Nice. Need to party an ally again, I guess.
Right. I always forget about that. I wish it was persistent.
Yeah.
Working on your car.
Yeah. Taking apart the microwave. Oh man, this the fucking oh my god, what is it called? The I guess ventilation system sort of, but it's god, what is that called? The exhaust for food? I don't know. The ventilation for food? I don't know what it's called in English.
Yeah.
That has like 1,000 health compared to the oven, and it's also not like I can't scrap it with the wrench.
I think it is just like literally like scrap steel. But quite useless. Alright, let's make some bread. Okay. AKs.
Let's see, I need forged iron. What?
Oh, we need scrap polymers. Let's hope we have enough. Yeah, we do. Okay.
Yeah, well, I had a bunch.
1AK coming right up.
Nice. I've definitely kind of like the downside. I've spent like a few points in like the mining thing, right? And I kind of am like, maybe I should have just gone full perception, you know?
Yeah, I think because like
Specializing
perception
like
is like with the
Finding.
salvager and so on, lucky
Yeah.
looter.
Yeah, I feel like.
Although don't worry about it. Like we can always buy from the trader the reset token.
Yeah, but I don't think it's that because the stuff that I've got from like the fitness tree is like pretty decent. You know, it is kind of like, you know, unless I like commit to never set foot in the mine ever, you know.
Yeah.
But it is somewhat suboptimal, but it's fine. We didn't really super specialize our roles, but yeah. Oh well.
No.
We'll live with the slight inefficiencies.
Yeah, I'm not taking anything in perception. So.
Okay, Plarm, where are you at? We need to start fortifying.
I'm at the top floor.
Oh, you're at the top.
Alright. Base.
Yeah.
Let's see.
No. The real top floor. I guess I'll come back down.
Okay, I'm at the defense layer. Mark 1. What do we need? Actually, you can also. Hold on, let me give you a. Good half of mine, because you know this is like placing down those things doesn't require any
Skill.
skill. Here,
Thank you.
let's go nuts. So I was thinking like over here, like I already did a few just to like show you what I mean.
Yeah, because because they're not gonna come up here, right? Or what?
They can if they like dig into this and then dig their way up. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
Also gonna root the ladder here. It will maybe entice them a bit.
It's kind of be a liability otherwise, I feel like.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know what you're thinking. In my mind, like, it's not really a problem with the downstairs. It's more like, okay, when they walk up the stairs, then what? You know?
Yeah. Well then, what we pretty much kind of want is we want like a pillbox, I suppose, but like a somewhat one that isn't like, you know, a 1x1 square. We also will put our turrets in there, and we want the ladder to be inside the pillbox, I guess, because we want not I guess, like we do, because we want to like maybe we want to turn
So like this, and then like I'm just placing these down, like they can be removed easily.
no,
So
I mean
this-
like look, like this imagine this area, right? Like, so either we turn this into like a just a pillbox, right? When
Yeah.
we make sure that the ladder is in here, because we can just, you know, dig another hole up and put a ladder in, so that we
Yeah.
have like an escape, and we make sure that it's concrete, and we put like our turrets here, and they'll still hopefully just run at us, because, you know, why would they fucking go above us, you know?
Wait, so you think they will go up here and then run towards,
Us, yeah, I think
Here?
so, right? Like,
and
especially
they will
if
not just like dig up behind us, basically.
I don't think they will, because I don't think they... I'm not sure, though. I'm not sure if they will just go up behind us or not. Because I think they might think it's easier to run up. But that's the problem, is that I don't know 100% how their AI will behave. But if we make the floor concrete, it might be good enough. Because we just kind of have to see. and I think just having a defensible
Yeah,
position.
okay, I'll just like make the pillbox that you're thinking of then.
Okay.
Like, and just make sure the floor is solid.
Yeah. Well, and I guess we.
This is the ladder, I
Yeah,
presume.
yeah.
Shouldn't the ladder like? Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter.
What do you want the ladder to face the other way?
I was more thinking about it being over here, so we could just shoot it and run out. But like, it doesn't matter.
Oh, well. This tap, lol. Fuck you, tap. Yeah, because I don't know if this just means that they'll just hit like the wall behind us and do stuff like that, then obviously we try something else. Okay, I can't do the ladder up here because there's the steel here.
I was thinking, what about here? Because like we want to like look down here, right? Because that's where they're coming from.
Yeah.
And shoot down here. Because
Oh
it'll
yeah,
be like
good point, Clarn. Very good point. Yeah. Seems like to salvage a lot of mechanical parts from just a lamp on the floor. Okay.
if I'm honest, like I just think it's too far back. If I'm honest, but
Had that issue where I couldn't scope it. Okay, so where do you think it would be a good idea?
just a bit more forward.
Okay, then let's do it right around.
So then, if we need to like make the building smaller, it will not. We will have less. Yeah, like here. Yeah, exactly. Because this is kind of like Rimworld, you need to make it so they can quote unquote run into your base, but obviously the defenses will handle it. This will not be an issue. I'm just gonna see what's below us because that's like kind of important.
Yeah, it is.
I'm just gonna like get rid of like all the obvious places where they can like sort of dig up.
Or the whole building comes collapsing.
I am like very much expecting that at some point.
Is that a dog?
No, it is.
Oh god. Jesus Christ, hold on, let me knife him. Let me knife his corpse.
I think our garage will take a hit next round, but hey.
Yeah, the fact that they can drop into the garage, I suppose. But I don't know what they'll do then, if they'll just try and run out, or if they'll just run back up. Because ideally we want them to fall and then run up, That would be...
Yeah, I think they'll just go into destructive mode. I don't think they'll just run around forever. Because I mean, like, part of why we're doing this, because like we could easily just go on the internet, find like because I've seen like bases where like they have like a wedge and the zombies just run, fall off, and keep running in a circle the whole night.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, okay, that's a interesting thing, but obviously not. It's not super replayable.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty much doing what is like quote unquote cool and what is what makes sense. So what is like a good defense without cheesing it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, because that was like very much cheesing it.
Yeah. Is and that does mean like kind of abusing their AI, but to within limited degrees. Not like to the point where they just like are fucking stuck on an infinite death loop.
But, like spinning blade spikes and all that. Yeah.
Because I mean, I do think we may have to put like concrete pillars in at the ground level at some point.
Oh yeah, well, actually just upgrading it to concrete.
Yeah.
I could do that now even, like, it's not... Yeah, that's actually, like, let's see. I was, like, trying to, like, find out where our quote-unquote bunker is, and then putting concrete pillars below that.
Yeah, but won't they just hit the concrete pillars then?
Not necessarily.
Well, we
If
can
they
try
can
it.
just... well, I'm just gonna start, let's see. I'm gonna need to think through this, because, like, the floor also needs to be concrete, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I've made it too small or whatever, the little box, but...
Yeah, that's also one of our goals, wasn't it?
Yeah, to not have it, like, too particularly cramped. I'll just grab the level 4 gun turret, just so we don't have to grab it under duress or whatever. And make some junk for it. Or like, is my character too stupid to make the junk ammo?
I think you can make it. I haven't put any skill into it, so pretty sure you can just do it. Yeah, so like a test. I'll just make a concrete pillar just below it, and
Right.
see if they hit that. If not, then we know it's sort of safe.
Yep. Just need to remember to take a claw hammer with me. And you make it from the workbench, right? The junk ammo.
Yep.
Red ammo, just iron. Lovely.
Well, the screamer said, "Oh, fuck!" Fell through my own hole.
Killed by his own poison.
Stinks, doesn't it?
I mean, Spoonie still does live wire stuff,
Yep.
which is still pretty much somewhat entertaining. So, it's like
I feel like he spends most of his time banning people in chat, so I don't know if I.
I don't know. I was watching one of the Arkham ones, and he seemed pretty okay. Like the Batman something something stories something something.
Oh my god.
I think we could definitely use.
Bandage.
I think we
Oh
should-
my god, please let me have a bandage on me. I fucking don't.
yeah.
Also infected. No, I don't have a thing. Let me test out how good this new medical system is. Oh my god, we don't have the. Oh, I guess I'll use your first aid because I couldn't find the other one.
Well, yeah. I took the medical bandages down because I wanted to make sure that we had some in the little bunker. But yeah, you like, where? Because I swear, like there are some bandages somewhere in these chests. But yeah, you should always carry bandages on your hotbar.
Yeah, I know. I've been fucking bad about it.
Only you could prevent forest fires. Well, it's almost night and it feels like we're not super well prepared, right?
No. Well, I mean, it's not terribly prepared because we still have the most important part.
Oh, if you're up there, take the, I don't know how far done it is, but take the junk ammo down.
Hold it. Take the other ammo as well.
Oops.
Huh, I wonder what the differences between the iron frame and the rebar frame are. One is more expensive, so it should be better, right? It takes longer.
Oh, yeah, be sure to bring some food down too, if you haven't already.
Well, yeah. Also need to bring down the turret.
I've got 2 turrets, don't worry, I've got the best ones, 4 and 3.
No, yeah. Food. I guess we're eating sham tonight.
Tonight we died on Sham.
Did you take the AK?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, good. So I don't have it somewhere.
Okay, interesting thing about the gun turret is it needs, in order to place it down, it feels like it needs like a space above it, but then once it's down, you can, like, you don't have to do that, effectively.
Ah, okay, nice.
But the downside is you need to pick it up to reload it.
Mm. Yeah. Let me, I got more junk turret ammo, and bring it down. Probably forgetting like a bunch of things, but. Alright, maybe I should fill in these rebars, so there.
Yeah. Guess I'll just put the fucking turret there.
Do you have more rebar?
Yeah, I do. Well, not a lot. I have one more.
Okay, guess I'll just make these. And do you have, where's the second turret?
In the chest here. There's a chest here, which you fucking be hard pressed to see because there's no torch. Hold on,
Do I have a torch? I do have a torch.
okay, good. Use
Where's the chest?
up there.
Oh.
It has some supplies. Thinking we should probably get more.
Okay, so. Oh man. What? I do.
What?
The turret.
What do you mean? You right click to place it down?
Oh my god, okay, I had to double right click it to field.
Yeah, I'll have to reload the other one. I'm just gonna go to take like a little bit more medical supplies. And hope that we're...
Puts half of the junk ammo I have in there.
Take some medical supplies and some food supplies down. In case
Yeah.
our tummies are feeling the rumblies. Now, the hilarious part is when they use the fucking ladder to like outmaneuver us.
Which ladder?
The other ladders. To get like above us or something.
Hmm.
But I doubt they'll, like, I mean, that would be a hell of a pathing to do. Okay.
I don't know, like, isn't this like too tight on this side here? Like, now we are like, if we're standing here and shooting at.
Yeah, we can make it one wider.
I don't know. I just don't see how this is an improvement.
Yeah, like, hey man, I'm working with the amount of rebarb I was given. Within the constraints of the budget. I mean, we could just like just fucking wall this thing off, right, to here. Presumably.
Hold on, let me do the main corridor, and then everything will make sense. So like this, you're with me, right?
But yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that also fucking that makes a lot more sense.
What? Oh, I gotta get rid of some piping. That way they will not scatter and run directions where they're like, oh, don't tell me I'm out. Fuck. Really? Well, fucking 7 days to die.
So, 7 days to die. The ultra well prepared. We've gone so complete.
I know we're making some more.
Okay, good.
Rush
So,
and get it.
7 days to die. We've gone complacent edition.
Oh yeah, more concrete mixers. "7 days, moving back in with your parents to save money after college."
It's gonna be hilarious when they come from like the walls.
Yeah, that's will be fucking. The irony will be bittersweet.
Well, I already hear them like behind us and stuff. Here comes a customer.
Cure faster.
To me, one of them looked like he's still standing up.
This is COD, we gotta reload after every shot fired.
Wow, he really went for it.
What the fuck? He came out of fucking nowhere on my screen. Make sure you stand up, fuck me. Nah, you're scaring me for a second time.
Feels more. At least it's like, you know. At least they aren't like American demographic zombies, because then, you know, like fucking 1 in 3 zombies would be fat.
Yeah. Hold on, let me. Yeah, let's take this out.
This one as well. No, that one wasn't. But... Reloading. So here cometh day. Oh, their corpses are preventing me from placing it down. Clever girl.
Like, listen to them
Yeah.
destroying her precious building. In this place, you know?
God, they're definitely gonna come up the floorboard somewhere.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Looking the one that got away.
sir.
God, I've not seen them drop loot or anything.
No.
It's okay, Blarn. Those sounds are in the distance. They're for a future Colin Blarn to solve.
Yeah. I mean, they're just helping us redecorate, you know?
Yep. Hey man, zombies, because zombies, like, you know, they don't obey the laws of physics by definition. In a zombie apocalypse, you'd have infinite power, because you just, you know, hook up zombies to like a turbine.
Yep. There should be like a thing you can make in this game, you know?
Just, you know, make it so that they just always have, like, you know, a little bit of meat suspended in front of them.
Fucking the ones with a running start, you know? I know, man. I know my thing is out of ammo when it's like it's faces down.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Sir, where did that come from? From
Fucking through the floor.
fucking cheating.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, it's going there. Oh my god. Yeah.
That's just what it's like being a regular police officer in a bad neighborhood.
Yeah. Okay, is my turret like a passive or something? Shit.
You're sure he's not out of ammo?
I reloaded it, so. Let me just double check.
The best part is that the turret tends to stagger them, you know?
Oh no, my AK needs repair.
No, no. Do you not have a repair kit on you?
I do.
God, the turrets make this kind of strategy so much more viable.
Oh yeah.
I think yours is sad again. At least on my screen he is.
So, yeah. Do your job, pal. Damn.
Uh-oh.
Fucking love the headshots.
No, there's you didn't even notice that the turret's shooting. What a bad sport. I think I'm also out of AKs. AK rounds at least. No, I'm not. I have a little bit left.
Time to use oh, it's not gonna work. My screen is turning very red.
That was one of them big ones. Using a medikit on
Oh
myself.
my god, we are like not even halfway through the map.
Yeah, and my ammo is almost out.
Fuck it, picked up a double barrel. Where's my... Hey!
dude. Oh, I got. Oh, fucking! It was an iron shovel and some food. Not even a good iron shovel. God, it takes so long to reload the double barrel shotgun.
I'm still alive. Yeah. Alright, skin that dog. I'll keep watch.
Fuck! I need to get to my turret to. Need to pick up the fucking turret. Right, Billy, back you go. Billy is the last ditch turret, you know?
It's like they removed the other shotgun and just like,
Made this one better.
well, no, it's worse, but like,
Jesus Christ.
it's quite nasty.
Just the reload time on this shotgun sucks. Reloading. turret out of ammo already. There's no way.
No, it does probably actually.
Is it out of durability, maybe? No, okay, it is. Fucking zombies that are too fast for it, you know, they just run past.
I get a massive lag spike every time I shoot my shot. Yeah.
Well, I have leveled up a lot in this.
Yeah.
Oh, that fucking big guy. Oh, reload. Jesus H Christ.
Nice protection. Oh, I need to get my dude.
Yeah, my fucking. Uh-oh. Billy, I placed you in such a stupid spot.
Yeah, you need to play some like I did.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
my-
cause he fucking like I was hoping that maybe here he'll do something. I was hoping that he'd like get more shots off than he did.
Oh fuck! I'm almost out of. I'm out of turret ammo for all intents and purposes.
That's okay. I'm pretty sure this fuck will be understandable with that situation.
Yeah,
Oh, this is so big. Definitely not
so
a
shoot
stuff.
to it. Fucking, we are about to shoot the floor underneath us.
Oh yeah, that wooden floor ain't doing us no favors, you know. Oh, hey, another hole. Okay, that one actually had some more useful stuff in it.
Like what?
Include like $300, some forged steel, and a steel sledgehammer,
Oh,
iron boots. Do you have a steel sledgehammer already?
no.
Okay, well, hold.
Oh,
let me
wow.
loot this one again. Oh, that one has lots of ammunition. Okay, here's the steel sledgehammer.
What quality is it? It was
One, but
level
it's still better than a normal iron one.
it's at the level 5 iron one, so.
Just check the comparison. Like, unless you have like really good mods or something, it should still be better. Forged steel.
No, it's
No. In sync. Okay, well, I'm for all intents and purposes also out of turret ammo, but it's got one more go of it.
I'm thirsty.
Man, am I? There's some food in the chest. I didn't think to bring drinks, but I brought like soup.
I already have, don't worry.
Okay.
I need some anti-zombo stuff as well, but
Antibiotics, yeah, we have one. They're upstairs.
it's not a huge deal.
Yeah, we've got plenty of antibiotics, and they reduce 25% zombification. So.
Yeah, only it once. I can still do with honey, just.
Jesus H Christ, the amount of levels.
Yeah, you should be, yeah, you're.
This has like fucking Ripperoonie, our fucking ammo though.
Yeah. Not too worried though.
No, we can't finish it. So
don't know who I'm shooting.
Alright, it's almost over. That is a lot of EXP though, so I guess it's good that you get something for this, you know?
Yeah.
Alright,
Charge! Oh, let's see what they did. Oh, he's still running. Oh. I think I hit you with that one.
oh, fucking... I missed Dink. Well, there's still walls downstairs, so...
Yeah. I found where they entered. I think the easiest way to like see how much they damage is look at the thing.
They seem to be pretty, you know, they're like, once they've made a doorway, you know,
Yeah.
which is quite good for us, because if they didn't, then, yeah.
It opened up the place, knocked some walls down, you know.
Yeah, you know, the usual. Yeah, I have the maximum amount of Lucky Looter now, and I'm also gonna get the maximum amount of salvage operations. So.
We gained 4 levels during that.
Yeah, you gained a bunch. We're still about 6 apart now. It's closed a little bit, but not that much, the gap. So well, it worked, but it is we now know that pretty much it's going to eat up like, you know, 500 AK ammo every night or something. Every 7.
Yeah, maybe. How much do you have?
I had 270. And I burned through all of it, and I used 70 of my 100 shotgun shells.
Yeah, it's probably, yeah. Because I had like probably 500, and I have wait, not 500. Must have been less because I had like 2 stacks.
That's 300.
Yeah, 3 stacks. 300 plus, like, I have 100 left. But, like, let's just say 400 because I had like smaller stuff as well. So I used about 300.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say roughly 500 worth of cost because, you know, I also used loads of other weapons, you know. And it cost about, unless you we didn't use all our junk ammo. No, we didn't. Okay. It cost us maybe a couple of hundred junk turret ammo, but that's, you know, really cheap.
That's free.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, we should definitely use more of that.
I think it pretty much worked as intended. I don't know, we might want a more efficient defense system. We probably should have also, but we prepared really fucking poorly. We probably should have also used like static defenses and stuff, like, you know, the barbed wire and the spikes and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. But hey, we didn't even have the floor done by the time we
I mean, we paid the price in bullets, so to speak.
Yeah.
Where did I put my fucking red?
What's that?
There it is.
Oh, okay. Boltcraft all 7.62 ammo. Huh. It'll be a fucking while until that. Honey, where are you? There you are, honey. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And also, just for your convenience, I'm gonna like call it very soon, just so I can get up. Need to work.
Okay. Yeah, it works for me too. I have a pretty decent sleep schedule and have had for like the last few months, so.
Yeah, I've basically been falling asleep for 12 for a while now, so
Good.
it's like it's 11.
Yep.
It's actually more than 11.
It's a lifestyle. I'm just dismantling. Now that I have the maximum amount of like dismantling ability, I'm just dismantling all the shit on the, like, you know, the beds and like the fucking lamps on the bottom floor.
Oh yeah, it's...
I mean, it's sometimes upwards of 6 electrical parts per lamp.
Not bad. I mean, like electrical parts. I don't know how much we need. I mean, I know we need it, but like, yeah.
There's some of the late tier stuff, powered stuff.
I know. Once you start using it, you just fucking need to like just fire hose your shit down with it.
Do you already have like ski goggles or something?
Yeah. Well, I like the crafting thingy majigs, whatever.
Yeah, I have shades, which give me more perception.
Oh, you should have the looting goggles ones.
Oh, I never found those.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll make sure. Oops.
Do we ever need springs and pipes in massive quantities for anything?
No, you can make springs. Can we make? I think springs are useful to keep.
Okay.
Let's see. We need springs are made from forged steel and coal. Yeah, so definitely don't yeah, keep springs, but
So, well, I've got good news for you. How many fucking springs I've got, and how my spring earning potential is insane.
yeah.
So that's good. Yeah, when I've been finding them in the wild, I've been like destroying them because you can't fucking carry a lot of. If I'm actively like harvesting stuff now.
Yeah,
then...
nails and short iron pipe are like kind of like not. It's not worth keep because we can just make that in the forge en masse. But springs are like more expensive.
Right.
Especially the steel. It's not like we cannot make it ourselves, but it's like.
Yeah. And we need it for stuff, right? We need it for.
Oh yeah. They're like gunsmithing and so on. I think like AK is like 25 spring. Talking bullshit there. It's 5 springs, but yeah, a lot of stuff needs it.
Taking out our sinks, our trash compactors.
Let's see. Yeah, it's basically used for a whole lot of shit.
You're gonna visit the bottom floor and be like, honey, we've been robbed.
Zombies come in and say, yeah, it's nothing worth, looting, or like, it's not worth beating this place down.
Yeah.
Basically rebuilding our ammo from last night.
Nice.
They were making. I'm making about 200-ish bullets, right?
Nice. I got more car batteries and engines, by the way.
Good.
A whole bunch more polymers and all that good shit. Yeah, because now I can just kind of like go fucking ham, especially on like the non-lootable cars and all that sort of shit.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's like a huge source of like, especially batteries and such.
I think just clearing out the garage, like our own garage, is gonna give us almost everything that we need.
Like I said, we need more books than like stuff at the moment, if that makes sense. Like, because we don't have the know-how to like craft stuff.
Yeah, I'm just getting this done right now, and then just the ground floors, because the ground floors is where the zombies will start destroying shit, you know. So I'm kind of like just get that done, and then I'll do the other floors, you know, when it's like night or something.
Yeah. Just tear it all down, because it's not gonna loot, it's not gonna spawn, pretty sure.
Okay, I got a level 6 lead car battery,
Nice.
and I have about 8 engines, and I've got like 7 battery, or I've got like 6 batteries and like 8 engines and stuff like that.
I wonder if the Lucky Looter perk must like affect it. Like what
Yeah,
the
I'm
car
pretty sure
battery
it
you
does. Then again, I will say I don't know what the fuck a level 6 car battery does for like a thing, but let's see.
It's like it's used in the I think it's used for the generator is where it actually affects things.
Okay. Good to know.
If I remember correctly, that or the cars, but don't quote me on either.
Oh,
I was like quite surprised to like know how limited the quality matters for the
yeah.
most part.
But we can wiki it once it gets to that point, you know.
Yeah.
I've got a whole bunch of fuel, whole bunch of electrical parts, like hundreds, and thingies.
Nice.
I don't know. When do you want to call it, just now or
Yeah.
a little bit before 12?
Good night.
Good night.